Welcome to this Power Teacher Gradebook screencast. In this screencast, we're going to take a look at how to install the new Gradebook Launcher. Once you sign into Power Teacher, the new way to launch the Gradebook involves first having to install this thing called the installer. So we're going to do that now. So I'm going to click on Run Installer. This takes me to a page where it walks me through the steps. First step is to download the installer. This will go to your downloads area, or if you've set your browser up, you get the choice of where to put it. I'm going to throw this on my desktop. Again, yours might be in your downloads area. Depending what browser you're using, you might be able to open that file right from the browser. I'm working in Chrome, so I'm going to click on the little arrow here for the Gradebook DMG file and click Open. And that Gradebook DMG file is opening. I'm simply just going through these steps. This is explaining that you have to launch that Gradebook DMG file. You will then get a package to run. You'll run it. You'll hit OK. And that Gradebook Launcher will then put a shortcut on your desktop to, so here we go, double click, here's the launcher, double click to install, hit open. It's asking me press run to run the script. Okay, run. And it's going to put a shortcut when it's all done on my desktop. And almost complete. Return to Power Teacher portal. I have to click launch. If the Gradebook does not automatically launch, open the downloaded file, launch gradebook.ptg, and you can set this type of file to automatically open your browser. I'll show you that here in a second. So let's do what they said. Let's go back to our browser. And I'm going to click this big blue launch button now that I've run the launcher. Here again, now it's giving me launch Gradebook. This is a second file. Again, this will go to your downloads if you're looking for it, or I'm going to put mine on my desktop. And here's a trick. When you're working in Chrome, I know that this is the Gradebook that's going to always launch. I can click this and choose always open files of this type. So that means going forward, when I click launch, it'll just auto launch. So now, oops, let's put that back up. And let's also choose to open it this first time here. And I get a message about its application from the internet. Do I want to open it? Yes, I do. And here comes the Gradebook. Now, if you sign into Power Teacher, going forward, when you sign into Power Teacher, you'll just have to click this launch button every time going forward. So this is just a first time process. There we go, there's my Gradebook. And let's show that. I just closed the Gradebook. Here I am back in Power Teacher. I'm going to click launch, and the Gradebook will just automatically go. So those are the steps to install the new launcher. This will make the process a lot easier for getting into your Gradebook rather than using the old launch where you always have to download the file, find it, open it. This will make things nice and streamlined for you. One other thing that happens when you perform this is on your desktop will be a shortcut for Gradebook Login. This is a shortcut. If you don't want to sign into Power Teacher, you can just launch this Gradebook Login. But if you're not signed into Power Teacher, this will ask you to sign in. So you will get a sign in page where you have to select your school. And you then have to put in your username, your first, last, and whatever your password might be. If you try this and it doesn't work and you're sure that your password is correct, try using a capital letter for your first letter of your first name and your first letter of your last name. Sometimes when signing into the Power Teacher mobile app or signing into another tool by Power Teacher, sometimes having that first letter capitalized works. And if you go in through Power Teacher as normal, where you can also take attendance and do all that, you can just click launch and that'll take you in as well. So you have two options to get to your Gradebook, either this shortcut or going in through Power Teacher and clicking launch. And one other thing, after you have completed the process and you know that the Gradebook login shortcut little book with the arrow on it is on your desktop, you can trash the Gradebook file that's also on your desktop. This was the installer for the first part. So now that I've completed the process, I can click and drag this and drop it into my trash or recycle bin and completely get rid of that. So that is setting up the new process for launching your Gradebook. Thanks for watching.